Are you tired? Are you depressed? Are you pained? Do you have questions? You have 1,000,001 questions for God and you don't even know where to start from. I have a word from God for you today. And that word is ask God. God is willing to hear what you have to say. God is willing to hear the cry of your heart. God is willing to hear the pains. God is willing to hear all of those things that there is nobody to hear. Ask God. Welcome again to another edition of Fellowship, and today, like I have introduced, we will be discussing on God's questions. Ask God. Now, God is the best person in place to answer most of your questions. So, at this time, at this point of the year, many of us are already asking questions like, what happened to God's promises? What happened to God's plan? What happened to my consistency? What happened to my speed? What happened to those intentional choices that I made? What and why and when and where did it all get wrong? I don't have answers to your questions. I don't even know those questions, except you can put them in the comment box and then I attempt trying to answer it based on my own knowledge. But there is an all-knowing. Many people run away from God. Many people don't engage God. Many people set God aside, set God back because they feel that maybe God is not interested, or God really does not know, or God does not have so much to say. One of my favorite songs is God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what to say about you. God only knows the real you. There's a kind of love that God only knows. There's a kind of love that God only knows what you've been through. And God only knows what to say about you. God only knows the real you. But there's a kind of love that God only knows. God knows you. God knows your beginning. He knows your end. And He knows where you are now. Unlike every other person, they just know the present. You just know what's happening. Or a few about what has happened. But God knows you before you were born. He knows you now. And He knows your future. He knows the end that He has for you. God wants, more than the fact that God knows you, that's the first point. The second point is that God wants you, God wants fellowship. God wants you to discuss with Him. God wants to provide a solution to you. God wants to give you a solution. God wants to give you joy. God wants to give you the answers to all of those questions that you have in your mind. Can you be intentional to ask Him? Can you take the responsibility to take it to His table it at His feet, and hear from Him? After all of these things, you still have questions, you still have disturbances, you still have pain. You can still take it back to God. God created you for fellowship. He created you for love. He created you to hear you out. So He's the only person that can hear you out. He's the only person that can give you the accurate answer that you desire for that issue that you are going through today. Don't let this month pass by without you telling God that's what you have in mind. Please be intentional. Be intentional to tell God that's what you have in mind. And you can share it with me personally. I'll drop my phone number on the description of the video. You can share it with me. You can share it on our page. You can share it on the comment section if you want other people to answer with you. But I just want you to know that God is your best bet. You can always talk to God. You can also check out other materials we have on our website, www.lifehouse.com, on our YouTube channel, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on every other of our platforms. We may just have the perfect answer to your question. And keep on following the series. Till next week, be fine, be strong. I love you. Stay cute. Thank you.